I don't think a lot of people are gonna agree with me on this one, but I wanted to share with you this message anyway, because this is what worked for me. And my aim on this channel is to share everything that I have went through personally that has helped me evolve myself and recreate myself into the version that I wanted to. And in this video, I wanted to talk about the self-love movement, and if you should be accepting yourself or you should despise yourself. And I'm gonna share with you what has happened in my life. Let's go back to 2019, I would say, when I have finished university. I have just come out of a major that I didn't care about. I had a bachelor's degree in finance, and I was sitting there wondering what's next. What should I be doing with my life? I had this point where I despised the person that I was. I didn't like who I was, and I think if the self-love movement was around back then, I don't think I would have done anything sustainable in my life in order to change the way that I was. And to give you a few examples, if you accept yourself, this means that there is no room for improvement. You are just accepting yourself for the way that you are. But once you hate the person that you are, and I do mean hate, you look in the mirror and you see the reflection of a person that is hiding away his potential, that is not living to the expectations that is in his mind, and this will eat you from the inside. This is exactly what I have went through, and I told myself I no longer want to be a loser. I don't want to be skinny anymore. I want to work on all various aspects in my life to recreate and reshape myself into the person that I am today, right now. And I wouldn't say that I'm a perfect human being. We all do mistakes, and I'm not where I want to be yet, but I really feel that I'm working on it, and I want you to do the same thing as well. If you take a look at yourself in the mirror, are you proud of who is staring back at you, or are you just living your day-to-day life aimlessly, not having any goals that you have set for yourself? Or you know that the way that you are living is below your standards. You are taking some shots from here and there, but you accept it at the end of the day because it is what it is. Well, I'm here to tell you that it shouldn't be that way. You should look in the mirror and you should tell yourself, I'm destined for much more things, and the person that I am right now is not it. I need to put in work in the gym. I need to make more money. I need to work on my mindset. I need to read more books. I need to put myself out there more. This is how you eventually break out of your shell and you become the person that you want to recreate. When I tell you that you should hate yourself, I'm not telling you you should lock yourself in your room and cry all day because you are not good enough. That's the complete opposite of what I'm preaching. You should use this feeling, this desire from inside of dissatisfaction, and take some action with it. That rhymed. I didn't intend it to, but it did. Take some action and work towards achieving something that's gonna take you out of the misery that you are living in. This is going to be endless motivation for you. When I was skinny and I first started going to the gym, I knew that I wouldn't get ripped or jacked in probably 2 months. I need to keep showing up, and it's a long-term process. So when I was 18, 19, I imagined to be 25. I imagined to be 27, which I am right now, and to be in shape. So this was a long-term vision for me, but I used the way that I looked. Back then, when I have taken these photos that you are seeing, I looked at myself and I knew that I wasn't good enough. I knew that if I would stay the same, if I would accept myself back then for the way that I was, I would just have coped with myself. I would have just told myself, yeah, everything is alright, you know, it's gonna get better with time, and I should really be in touch with my emotions and shit like that. But it's not the way it is. I think that as a young man, you should look at yourself and have this willing desire from inside that you want to get better, and through getting better with time, that's when you will accept yourself more, because you know that you have earned your worth. When you are 18, you are 19, you don't know who you are yet. You haven't found your identity. But once you find it, you start working on the correct things, you will rebuild your frame for yourself. You will rebuild your physique. You will start becoming much more financially free with yourself. You will no longer depend on your parents, for example, or your family members. You will become this really effective man in society. This is what's gonna help you eventually to have the strength to deal with whatever life throws your way. So whatever the situation is, you know your worth. You know that you have been putting in the work. You have looked at yourself in the sense of dissatisfaction from the person that you are, and you knew that you should take action in order to rebrand yourself, to recreate yourself. And this rebranding of yourself is your true self. This is what you are destined to be in life. If you don't take action, this person that you are destined to become, that you desire desire from inside to become is not gonna come to life. It's not gonna come to fruition because you didn't take action, because you have chosen to accept yourself back then. If I would have accepted myself back then, I wouldn't even be on YouTube. I wouldn't even be doing this video right now. I would probably still be shying away. I would be worried if someone who knows me sees this video. But you have to reach a point where you become really proud of yourself and you transform all of this hatred to self-love, because you have earned your love. It's not because you need to accept yourself, it's because you have earned the right to love yourself. You know yourself from deep within. You know what you stand for. You know who you are. You have found your identity, and that's the beauty of the world. That's when you find yourself in the world. It's not about just aimlessly wandering, living your life with no direction in sight. You should have an end point that you are working on, and while you are working on this end point to reach it, if it's maybe financial freedom, maybe increasing the quality of your life, having a better lifestyle, through your journey, through everything that you're gonna be put in the world, the adversity, the challenges, this is what's gonna create the person that you are. It's gonna reshape your character, and this is when you start feeling that all the action that you are taking is actually paying off. It's not about the results. It's not about looking in the mirror and being jacked. It's all about the sleepless nights that you have spent in the gym when nobody was watching you, when you have chosen to walk under the rain on your own without an umbrella just to get to the gym. That's when you know how much something really means to you. When you are ready to put yourself through pain, through hardships, through adversity, through things that other people would look at you and call you crazy for it. That's how much you know how much valuable what you are doing is for you, because you have the self-belief in yourself. You believe that your situation right now is terrible, you want to improve on it, so you start working every single day relentlessly. You are no longer waiting for motivation. You wake up before your alarm, man. You don't even need to set an alarm in the morning to wake up. That's how much you need to be dedicating yourself to changing your life when you are in your early 20s, because that's when you know that you have all of the time in the world to work on yourself, and you have all of the energy in the world. So why not take advantage of recreating yourself in order to assure that throughout the years, when you reach 30, when you reach 40, you have a long-term vision for yourself, that when you reach an older age in life, that's when you finally know that you didn't accept life for the way it is. You have actually held life in your hands and molded it into the shape that you wanted it to be. I really hope that you understood my message and you can start applying it in your own life. If you have any comments that you wanted to share with me, make sure that you write them down in the comment section below, and I'll see you in the next video, bro. Thanks for watching. Peace.